Then here you see the picture that Foam chose for the poster, which I'm just so thrilled about because I think it's one of the most fabulous, crazy pictures we've done. This was for a cover story on MIA on Maya that was being written about her and the phenomenon of her and her beliefs and everything. And I called Ryan McGinley because he's always imaginative, always coming up with something playful and fun. And the idea was, and having a pretty good idea, she'd be game to do something a little kooky, just knowing who she is as a musician herself. And Ryan had this idea in his head. I want her on a swing, but he didn't want like what you normally see on a swing, like in, let's say, a pastoral environment where you might imagine a swing picture. He saw it against a New York City skyline. At which point we're like, okay, we've got to find the right location. And we found a rooftop that's 30 stories high, and this is real. So I'm going to show you the behind the scenes picture because unfortunately we live in an era where now half the population looks at it and thinks, oh, is it done digitally? The whole thing is real, and here you see the setup. So we got permission to go up on the rooftop. We hired the special effects team to build the truss. Clearly making a decision, I'm thinking this one's worth going to bat for and doing it big because it's just such a fabulous image. But I'll tell you, it was the scariest moment in my career because I arrived as they had finished setting up the truss. Maya wasn't there yet, but Ryan was, and I got there just in time to see Ryan himself in the swing, swinging out blissfully over the drop. I'm serious. I mean, he may have been harnessed in, which he was, but I stood there, I thought I was gonna die. I was like, this can't be possible. I'm like, all right, you have to be the grown-up on the shoot. This whole thing has to be moved back. So I walk over the edge of the roof because I'm thinking maybe it's an optical illusion. And I look over, and he is like this. So I go to the special effects guy, I'm like, you have to move the whole thing back 2 feet. He said, no, he's double harnessed in, nothing could ever happen. Meanwhile, Ryan's like, he was completely like in ecstasy. And then they agreed, and we moved it back, and even moved back like 2 feet. She's not actually, like if she had ever fallen, which she really was harnessed in, it would just be to the rooftop. And I'm telling you, what a trooper, because half the people who sat in the swing, like in the photo crew, couldn't do it. Like most people get vertigo, and she did it a number of times. And this really is just to stay here. After maybe doing it 30 times, she stopped and went and puked. She threw up. And she was still willing to go back. She was so great, just like to make sure that he got the picture he was after. Anyway, so I'm so grateful to Foam because it was such a great idea to use it as the icon for this exhibit. We now have a weekly section.